Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel US Defense. The sixth generation of stealth fighters is a big catastrophe for Russia and China. Before watching the video, please like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Enjoy video. The American development and deployment of fifth-generation stealth aircraft like the F-35 Lightning is one of the central stories of today's security zeitgeist. But behind the scenes, several countries are already looking ahead to the design of a sixth-generation jet. The sixth-generation fighter developers can be divided into two categories: the United States, which has developed and deployed two stealth fighter types, and countries that have skipped or given up on their attempt to build fifth-generation jets. These latter countries have concluded that doing so is so time-consuming and expensive that it makes more sense to focus on tomorrow's technology than try to catch up with today's. Currently, the United States has two projects: the Air Force's penetrating counter-air long-range stealth fighter to escort stealth bombers, and the Navy's FXX. So far, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman have unveiled sixth-generation concepts. Stealth and beyond visual range missiles are here to stay. The various sixth-generation concepts mostly feature many of the same technologies. Two critical characteristics of fifth-generation fighters will remain centrally important to the sixth: stealthy airframes and long-range missiles. As cost-effective ground-based air defense systems like the S-400 can now threaten vast swathes of airspace, stealth aircraft need to be capable of penetrating anti-access/area denial bubbles and eliminate air defense from a safe distance. Additionally, stealth jets also steeply outperform non-stealth aircraft in aerial wargaming. Beyond visual range missiles will remain a key technology. Extant missiles like the IM-120D can already hit targets over 100 miles away, but realistically must be fired much closer to have a good chance of a kill against an agile, fighter-sized target. However, new ramjet-powered high-speed air-to-air missiles like the British Meteor and Chinese PL-15.2Y future air warriors may mostly fight at great distances from their adversaries. Awesome X-ray vision pilot helmets. The F-35 has pioneered sophisticated helmet-mounted displays that can see through the airframe for superior situational awareness, display key instrument data, and target missiles via helmet-mounted sight, although the last technology is decades old. Though these helmets currently have significant teething issues, they will likely become a standard feature in future fighters, possibly supplanting cockpit instrument panels. Voice-activated command interfaces may also ease the hefty task load expected of fighter pilots. Larger airframes, more efficient engines. As airbases and carriers become more vulnerable to missile attacks, warplanes will need to be able to fly longer distances and carry more weapons while doing so, which is difficult when a stealth jet must rely solely on internal fuel tanks and weapons loads. The natural solution is a larger plane, as air forces expect within visual range aerial dogfights to be rare and possibly mutually suicidal. They are showing a greater willingness to trade off maneuverability to emphasize high sustainable speeds and a greater payload. Optionally manned. Sixth-generation concepts are therefore advancing the idea of an optionally manned aircraft that can fly with or without a pilot on board. This has the shortcoming of requiring additional design effort to produce an airplane that will still have the downsides and expensive training requirements of a manned airplane. However, optional manning may help ease the transition to an unmanned fighter force, and on the short term give military leaders the possibility of deploying aircraft on high-risk missions without risking pilots' lives. Sensor fusion with friendlies on the ground, sea, air, and space. One of the F-35 key innovations is its ability to soak up sensor data and share it via data links to friendly forces, creating a composite picture. This could allow a stealth aircraft to ride point and ferret out adversaries, while friendly forces maneuver into advantageous positions and sling missiles from further back without even turning on their radars. Cyber warfare and cybersecurity, sensor fusion, and optional manning, however, imply that sixth-generation jets will rely heavily on data links and networks which could be disrupted by jamming or even invaded through hacking. Ground-based logistics networks, such as the F-35's LIS, promise significant improvements in efficiency, but also expose even landed aircraft to potential cyber attack. Artificial intelligence. One problem is that all of these sensor, communication, and weapons systems have become so complex that they threaten to exceed the task processing ability of the human brain. Remember, the pilot also has to fly the plane. While some fourth-generation jets incorporated a backseat weapons systems officer to help out, fifth-generation stealth fighters have all been single-seaters. Drones and drone swarms. In October 2016, two F-18 Super Hornet deployed 103 Perdix drones in a test over China Lake. The drones swarmed down like a cloud of locusts over a designated target point. Kamikaze drones have already been used in action, and it is easy to see how relatively small and cheap drones could become a particularly terrifying weapon. Directed energy weapons, swarms of drones, missiles, and even obsolete jet fighters can threaten to oversaturate an advanced stealth jet's offensive and defensive capabilities. One commonly cited countermeasure may be directed energy weapons (DEW), such as lasers or microwaves, which can be fired quickly, precisely, and with a non-limitless magazine capacity given sufficient electricity. The U.S. Air Force envisions three categories of airborne DEW: lower-powered lasers for disrupting or damaging enemy sensors and seekers, a mid-level tier capable of burning incoming air-to-air missiles out of the skies, and high-power class capable of destroying aircraft and ground targets. The Air Warfare Branch plans to test an anti-missile laser turret in the early 2020, which may eventually be installed on bombers and F-35. Sixth-generation fighter programs remain strictly conceptual today, especially given the enormous expenses and effort devoted to working out the kinks in the fifth generation. Many of the component technologies, such as lasers, cooperative engagement, and unmanned piloting, are already well under development, but integrating them into a single airframe will still prove a significant challenge. At the earliest, sixth-generation fighters may crop up in the 2030 or 2040, by which time concepts in air warfare will likely have evolved yet again. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. See you on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. See you only at US Defense.